Heidi ho, neighbors! Welcome to the Jason Saunders channel. Today, we've got some exciting things. We are gathered here today to celebrate video games, to celebrate entertainment in general. Yes. And I first have to say, before we get into the pickup video here, is there's kind of a lot of things that have been going on entertainment-wise. You know, we've got the new Indiana Jones movie. We've got the Mario movie. We've got the new Flash movie that's actually in theaters as we speak here. And it's been getting good reviews. I remember last year talking about it, really hyped up about it, reading up on it, and Michael Keaton reprising his role. It's an exciting thing. It's very exciting to see him return to the screen because it's been 30 plus years since he's done this role. So very refreshing for him to be on it, and then he's doing the new Beetlejuice 2 movie, and that's actually being filmed now. They're making the sets and all sorts of things like that. So, and I hear he's having a blast doing that. So that's really cool. We got the new Zelda game. We've got what else do we have here, guys? We got the Zelda one, the Resident Evil 2 remake. That looked fabulous. I've seen a lot of gameplay on it. I haven't played it myself, but it looks great. Do they change up a whole lot of things? No, but just enough to make it exciting and make it new, right? And that's just how good that game was. Didn't have too much tweaking to do. Anyway, guys, hopefully you are all doing good and grand here on this YouTube world. And here we're going to pump out another video here in the YouTube innards, electronic innards. We're going to pump it out. Yes, I got very technical here, guys. Yes, it's very technological. And started off here, guys. We've got the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And so happy this came out. And, they made a live action movie back in the 90s. I think it might have been 94 or 93, somewhere in there. And I remember seeing that at the theater, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. Is it bizarre? Yeah, totally. It's totally out there, but I still kind of enjoyed it. I was a fan, of course, of the Mario Brother games and things. And it's kind of loosely based on the game. It's out there. But this is so much better than that movie, and it's fabulous. When we heard news of the actors portraying the characters, we were kind of questioning it. Chris Pratt, Jack Black, and all this stuff. But when you actually got to see it, I was quite comfortable with the actors. I think they did a good job. And they still actually brought in Charles Martinet, the original voice of Mario, and I think it was he played his father in this, just a short little cameo, but it was still nice that they included him in it. Fantastic film. It made a lot of money at the theater. It's one of the top most grossing movies of all time, I think. It's getting up there. And that means that we're going to get some new Nintendo movies. Wouldn't it be great if we get a Metroid movie? That'd be awesome. I remember saying stuff like that years ago. Wouldn't that be cool, if they did a movie like that? And maybe a Zelda, who knows? I know they're in talks already of doing a second one. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. They made a boatload of money. They're going to do a second one, of course. But fantastic movie. And then we got, every now and then you got to dip into the retro stuff. I've been concentrating a lot on the Switch, but I picked this one up. It's a Super Nintendo game, and it's a Repro Kart, Mega Man and Bass. Wanted to say bass for a minute. Now we're done talking about fish. This is a game that came out quite late in the SNES life cycle. Now, it was made primarily in Japan. It was a Japanese exclusive, but then they did Repro Karts and things to play on your American SNES. This game is awesome. Graphics are up to par with the Mega Man games for the PlayStation 1. I like this game because you can play as Mega Man or Bass. You have that character selection screen right from the get-go. You don't have to unlock anything or download anything, or, you know, you get it right from the start. And yeah, really nice sprites, really nice artwork. Depending on who you select, you have different move sets. So right there, you got 2 playthroughs to play. Fantastic enemies, really cool designs, awesome game in general. And for $20, that's why I like these repro cards. You can get them for a really good price. Check it out. And then we've got another Super Nintendo game here, and this one brings back memories of me renting it as a kid at Blockbuster Video in the heyday of Blockbuster. Yes, I think there's at least one store that's still going, or maybe a couple, but it's still kind of nice that they still sort of exist in these days. We've got Joe and Mac, Data East. I got this game for $5 at Game Cycle. Excellent price, and an excellent game. This is a nice kind of summery game, tropical vibe, music, and colorful graphics. Yeah, it's got like 10 levels. You're a caveman chucking tomahawks at dinosaurs and caveman, and it's a really good time. Yeah, definitely. You'll get some of the tunes stuck in your head, you know. There's some good stuff in here. Yeah, especially level 2. Oh, yeah. Some good stuff. Joe and Mac. And then this one, I go into Walmart, and each time I go in, I kind of look at their section. Well, I'll show you what it is. It's Horizon Forbidden West. And I look in the electronics section, and, you know, it'd be full price. And anyway, I waited a year for this sucker. I just kind of stare down the aisle and stare at the game. It's like, oh yeah, it's, you know, full price. Yeah, I don't really want to pay full price for this game. And I waited, and then I finally, there was a sale on it. And then I'm like, oh, for $20, Horizon Forbidden West. And it's really good. I finally grabbed this thing. I grabbed this sucker, and yeah, it's a really fantastic game. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but what I've played is the graphics are amazing, even on the PlayStation 4, even on the older hardware. And a lot of people are like, well, it's not so great on the older hardware, and it doesn't look as good. And yeah, well, yeah, there's some little differences from the PlayStation 5 and 4. There's definitely some graphical stuff. It's definitely prettier in the eyes on the PlayStation 5, but PlayStation 4 looks great. It plays good. I like it a lot, and so glad to have this. Really good game. Really, really great stuff. And what else do we have here? We've got a Switch game. This game is really awesome. It's DNF Duel, and it's the same guys who made Guilty Gear. And the character sprites are really well done. It really looks great on the Switch. I was amazed because, I mean, these games are running on like PlayStation 5 and 4 and stuff. And the fact that they get this running on the Switch and make it look as good on the Switch. Now, the graphics are a little bit, I don't want to say watery or like, not as clear, I guess. But other than that, really great fighting game. Crazy combos. I mean, the makers of Guilty Gear are known for making amazing fighting games. And there's a deep fighting system, and they make 3D models. They're not the traditionally hand-drawn character sprites. You got the 3D stuff, but it makes it look like it's 3D, almost like the Dragon Ball Z Fighter game. And with that, they're able to do like dynamic angles and stuff and make it look all fancy. It's a really fancy game. Yes. So it's a nice game to just play and just start it off from the get-go. You don't have to, there's no story, you just fight. There's a story mode, but you know what I mean? It's just a game that you play, you know? And then we've got Gal Guardians Demon Purge. This game I got for $30. This is a really good game. It's it's a 2D scrolling game, action game, and you get to play as these two characters. One chick has the machine guns, the other chick has swords. Yeah, and it's exactly like Castlevania. And the music is very Castlevania-esque. It's right up there. If you're a Castlevania fan, try it out. It's an awesome time. It's really good. Gal Guardians Demon Purge. Oh, my back. Oh, God. All right. And then we've got, what else do we have here, guys? Got Megan, really cool movie. It's about this cyborg doll that malfunctions, goes on the rampage, and you don't want to mess with this girl. It's a really cool movie. I really enjoyed this one. This came out maybe a month and a half ago, something like that. I got the Blu-ray and DVD edition. Really cool film. Really enjoyed this one. Check it out. And then we've got Donnie Yen Sakura. I haven't watched this one yet. It's a kung fu period piece movie. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, they're always cool to try out. Yeah. The cinematography just looks kind of cool. Just from the pictures in the back here, looks fancy. Looks, sword fighting and kung fu-ness going on. Yes. And what else do we got? A friend of mine, very dear to me, got this for me. She was yard sailing, and so there was a PlayStation Mini, a PlayStation 2, and this. This one worked. I tested them out. The other two systems didn't work, but that was a good find right there. So I'm really happy to have that. And then I got some Xbox games. NCAA07. Call of Duty Ghosts. UFC Disputed. Lynx 2004. And a few other games here. But I have to see, they're kind of scratched up. But, I mean,